have seen some videos of this online before. I'm pretty sure it literally is just like you chop up the couple songs that are included and just like make a little remix out of them. And that's just like it. I I hope this has custom soundtrack integration, but because there's also a PS2 version, I feel like that means it definitely won't. Like if they also did this for PS2, there's no way they're going to support an Xbox feature like that. But I feel like something like this really is gonna need it, you know? Is there just like no audio to this game at all? Hello? Yeah, that is really the name of the game. Interesting menus. The menus are kind of crazy. So can we just like crank that up? I can't hear anything. There's literally no audio coming out of the Xbox. Maybe if I just... What if I just turn this all the way up to like here? Normally I keep the Xbox at minus 18 dB. That's usually about correct. Currently we are at 0. So this game is incredibly quiet, possibly. Yeah, if I turn my speakers way up, now I can kind of hear it. Why is this game so quiet? I feel like we're about to listen to the Sean Paul song and it's gonna like blast our ears out because of how high I've had to turn this up. Files. Load from load from Xbox hard disk. No. Load from MTV MG3. Ah. So there's a number of my party, my party, my party, get busy, get busy, get busy, the chooch. What the hell is... I guess these are all remixes of these songs. And they all just have the same name. German edit of 5 Reasons by Dan. They're all by Dan. No, this one's by Sam. Well, here, let's just grab this and see what it is. I'm just gonna start the timer. I don't really think there's like a... I don't really think there's... we're just gonna start the timer. So if I can... Alright. So yeah, this is what this game is. Can I skip ahead? Yeah. Alright. Well, here, let's... So, remixer. Ah. There's Sean Paul. If we go to studio... What is the difference between remixer and studio, I wonder? Oh, how do I... Selecting a new style will overwrite the track that you're currently working on. Okay, that's probably the track that I loaded. The studio is this. So it's got like... Is there a difference between these? I don't think there is. Get more. Well, so I don't even know what we're doing here right now. I think we're gonna have to just create a remix of a song. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not very creative, I'm not a I'm not like a music production person. To be honest, I'm really afraid of when I'm gonna have to do that for my game because I have no idea how to even wrap my head around that task. Um, but I guess I'm gonna have to make something. Or are these also? These are all kinds of other drum samples, I guess. How do I go back? Okay. Ripper. Um, I think it's dead. I think I might have killed it by selecting Ripper, unfortunately. Why did it just crash? Hello? Well, that sucks. Maybe there's something wrong. I don't know. Maybe there's something, I don't know, but the game has crashed. Well, not selecting Ripper, I guess, but maybe there's something wrong with my copy of the game or some kind of support issue or something. That sucks. Now we'll never know what Ripper does. This looks pretty complicated though, as far as like, oh good, and now my Xbox isn't turning back on. Oh, there it is. I don't know why it took so long to turn back on there. But like this looks fairly like not simple. Um there's a lot of options here. There it is. It's kind of almost reminding me of like, yeah, I've got it. I've always got it. I only don't have it during Steel Battalion because I couldn't reach the mute button. I'm always on top of muting the loud noise. This kind of reminds me of like, there's a bunch of DS games that were like made by Korg, like the synthesizer company Korg. They made a couple DS games that are just like fully featured like Korg synthesizer emulators on the Nintendo DS. This isn't quite on that level, but let's see what this is. What is Fabulous? Okay, I don't recognize this song. I don't know if I remember this one. Oh no, I think I do remember this song.
For shizzle dizzle, it's the big nap tizzle with the Snoopy Deal double jizzle.
Wow, that's it. Okay, thank you, Snoop Dogg. This I don't know at all.
See walk tennis. Yeah, see walk tennis.
I don't think I know any Snoop Dogg songs.
Bam, boom, what you gonna do, cuz? Guess we rolling in with them baby blue chucks. And I still got my
This one, of course, everyone knows. Whatever this song's called by Outkast. And I've never heard of any of these other people, so I assume that these are these are the four that are credited on the box art. So I assume these are the four ones that they licensed, and then the rest is just like some guy made it up. Yeah, like this is not a real song. Well, here, let's take the Snoop Dogg song. Let's see what Remixer is.
for shizzle dizzle. It's the big nap tizzle.
Who's the man with that dance?
Snoop Dogg.
Who keep the khakis for his pants?
Snoop Dogg.
What?
Keep the low low in the three-wheel stance.
Is this even the same song?
For shizzle dizzle, it's the big nap tizzle with the
I
Snoopy.
have to turn my
Double
speakers up more.
Jizzle.
I kind of still can't hear it. I usually keep my speakers at 1 volume, and I've had to turn it up to 100 to hear this game. So this is just like... You apply different effects to the tracks, and that's
What you
it.
gon' do, cuz? Guess we rollin' in with them baby blue chucks. And I still got my khakis creased. I'm still looking on these beats and keep a bad bitch on the streets. It's the SNOOP and biggest dog of them all. And use a fleeing. And since I got time to
So you can make it sound terrible.
and give it to you like Buster Bus. I keep the heat on deck, but in God we trust. And can't none of y'all fuck with us. But you can run up on the Jeep if that's not making
Like,
noise. These buttons-
congrats, I've ruined Snoop Dogg.
What the hell is going on? Someone sleeping in my home.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought it was based on the name. That's why I wanted to go in there. I'm turning this down a teeny bit.
Keep the khakis for his pants. Keep the low low in the three-wheel stance. Still got the gin and juice in hand.
I feel like whatever Da Boss is, it's just like whatever effect it's applying is not like working very well.
But I'm still riding blacks, making them G stacks and got them cornrows to the back. I ain't really trying to be picky, but if you give me something, it's got to be the sticky.
Like,
Sandy faking anime, kissing on my couch and boot to the ouch and moe and fountain. That's how we get down at the doggy dog housing. This year we ain't for thousands. We playing with niggas living flyers a falcon. Pull up to the doggy dog house.
alright.
With a car full of
This will take you to the studio where you can further customize the remix. Sure. Okay.
For shizzle dizzle, it's the big nap tizzle.
It is kind of cool that we can take the real song into the studio section. What is causing that stabbing noise, and can I delete it? Okay, it was this. It's tracks 7 and 8. So can I, like... Hang on. Can we take this? Can I, like, copy that? Tools. How can I copy and then area paste? I've copied it. You can copy and copy and then paste. Okay.
For shizzle dizzle, it's the big nap tizzle with the Snoopy deal double jizzle. For shizzle dizzle,
Yeah. Okay, that's how that works. Master view. Like, look at all of the options. The options are a little, like, they're sort of, they tell you what the options are, where it's like BPM, normal, or fast, but you don't get to, like, mess with the proper levels or anything, but you do get a lot of options. Cavern, cavernous reverb. I guess there's a help option as well on, like, everything. Oh no, here we go. No, okay, look at all of this. Wait. Wh- How how does this work? What? So is this must be as it's going through the song, I figure. So we can change the volume as the song goes on, like on a per bar basis. This is like surprisingly complicated, actually. I huh. Well, I don't actually want to do that. I kind of think I just want to leave the studio. Um, who who would ever like what a strange game to make. I don't know who would I don't know. I what a strange game to make. I think studio is more interesting. Like remixer is not interesting though. I feel like the remixer section just like this window here doesn't really do anything that interesting. It just lets you like ruin a song really quickly. Actually, can I even tell the difference? Yeah, like that high-pitched synth just kind of seems like it goes away. And I don't... As far as I can tell, it doesn't even get replaced by anything. It's just gone. I'm sure it's doing something to it. And you can't touch the vocals on any of them. A great instrumental. Like, why does changing from... No, this is just vocal, but for some reason, For some reason, setting structure to vocal doesn't give you vocals. It just, there we go. Oh, Arena adds like a horrible echo. Oh, that's funny.
Oh yeah.
I understand.
Oh yeah.
Shake that thing, miss. Kinda shake that thing, yo. Annabella, shake that thing.
I can't tell the difference between clean studio and club though. Like, do you guys hear any changes? I don't. Arena is like, what if Sean Paul was singing at you through like a megaphone? But other than that... But yeah, the remixer is not... The remixer doesn't seem... Like, this window is the real appeal of MTV Music Generator or whatever. I'm assuming that Music Generators 1 and 2 are probably just the exact same game, but with like 4 different songs on them. I bet that's how it is. This is the true appeal, though. I'm really disappointed that... What is beatbox? Oh, we can like create drum loops that will then become the samples, maybe? Yeah, that's cool. No, Rory. I have an Xbox to HDMI, which just sticks out the back of the Xbox and has an HDMI port on it. Which of course, so like not to get not to get off on a long tangent about Xbox video quality stuff, but like the Xbox does not output, like it's not like the GameCube where you get super clean digital 480p with no upscaling or like conversion or anything. Um like it's not like GameCube where you can get something like that. The Xbox to HDMI does have, like an analog to digital conversion going on inside of it. But the reason why I use it is because um, it does take from the best possible video out of the Xbox. Like it takes from the component source and it's like a good quality conversion and stuff like that. Whereas actually getting good quality component cables for your Xbox is very difficult otherwise and very expensive. So for OG Xbox, the Xbox to HDMI is actually a pretty good option, I think. It's also way cheaper than any of the marginally better choices. There is still some noise though in the video, and that might just be my Xbox being bad because my Xbox's video out is all kinds of messed up. Um, but if you look closely, like specifically when I'm in the dashboard and there's just like the flat blue screen, you can't really tell right now. But if you look at like a big flat area of color, you can see a little bit of noise, unfortunately. So it's not the best quality ever. I feel like the BPM is like way too high for this to actually be useful. Like it's not, yeah, like the BPM is too, can I change that? Shuffle. What is shuffle? Oh, wait. This is the fourth game. The first game is just called Music. Hang on. MTV Music Generator 3. Like, is it literally just... Wait. It is the sequel to MTV Music Generator 3. Predecessor. Oh. What the hell? yeah, I just got to that article. They released a PS1 game just called Music, a music sequencer video game developed by Jester Interactive, who made MTV Music Generator, Pocket Music. Pocket Music is a 2002 video game published for the Game Boy Color. That's really interesting. I had no idea this existed. So, Jester Interactive, it looks like after this, Music 3000, known in North America as Funkmaster Flex's Digital Hits Factory. What the So Jester Interactive just carved out a weird niche in like the late 90s, early 2000s of like weirdly full-featured synthesizer or like sequencer tracker might be the most accurate term. Trackers for game consoles. Though it then looks like they gave up and started making motorcycle games. Wait, there's a multiplayer mode. The multiplayer mode is turn-based, where up to 4 players manage beats, rhythms, or melodies to form. That that is actually a wild thing to put in a game. There's a multiplayer mode. Just do anything. Oh yeah, there it is. I think it can't play the snare and the CL hat at the same time. Or the snare is just like drowning out the sound of it. It's a little bit. So like, how does this work then? If we go sample base, do I now have access? Waves. Hang on, is this gonna be like, oh my god. Wait, can we? What tools do I have here? Record. This is we're going really deep with this. There's a lot of features here. How we hit get more. Paul call. Okay, these are just like the I don't think we can actually mess with the waves.
Get busy, just shake that booty, get jiggy, yeah, take pity, want to see you get chick city, girl.
Oh yeah, Sean.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Shake that thing. Sexy ladies want power with us, in the car with us, them not war with us.
It's kind of cool that they give you like you do, you know, they've got the stems, right? They've got, you know, this is like all of the different elements of the real song that have been broken down here. So you can now isolate just Sean Paul saying, "Oh yeah, Sean" or whatever. Well, that's not him, but
Oh yeah!
what can we?
Oh yeah!
If I pick "Oh yeah,"
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
I hit delete.
Oh! Oh!
Uh, I don't know if I could make that. Also, can I undo this? I don't like what I've done to the "Oh yeah, Sean." I tools undo all. Yes. Okay, you can like zoom in and out. It looks like if you compress it against the sides of the screen, you can here we go. Up and down to adjust the size of it. Oh, and then we can I didn't mean to do that.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
I would love a permanent
Oh, yeah.
zoom in and like a slow down.
Oh yeah.
I want to delete just the yeah,
Oh yeah.
so that we just have the O.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
think the best way to do that is to just
Oh yeah.
start chopping off the
Oh
end.
yeah. Oh 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 oh oh
That's as good as it's gonna
oh
get. Pizza Chrome. I've got my drumbeat 1 as well. Add this incredibly limp drum beat into the song to ruin it immediately. But now I can mess with the waveform of it. I have no idea what I'm doing when I click record, start, and stop. I've changed the waveform, but it doesn't sound different. Like if I do this and then, oh, shoot. Well, I deleted half of it. I like deleted more of it. Reverse it. How do we get out of this window now? I guess I go back to sample base. I really wish Ripper would work. I'm gonna try it again. No, it just crashes. It must be... I feel like it must have something to do with loading the game off the hard drive. If it's doing some kind of weird, like, bespoke thing involving, like, actually ripping from a CD, then I feel like that's probably, like, causing the problem. But yeah, I have no idea what to do. I have no idea what to do with this game. I can't actually make a song because I have no talent, so... I don't think there's anything I can do to the existing songs other than ruin them by deleting stuff. Let's find out. think it was in options, right? Yeah, tutorials. Go to the Ripper tutorial. Use the Ripper to rip samples from your own soundtracks. To do this, first go to the sample base. This is probably going to crash the game when it tells me to go to the Ripper in the tutorial. Now go to the Ripper. Note that it can be better to rip samples from tracks with a similar BPM. Yeah, at this point, if I select it, it'll probably kill the game. Yup. I don't know why I tried that. I don't know why I tried that. Just desperately hoping that it would, like, backdoor me into the Ripper somehow. Um... Probably kind of interesting if you have, like, a real copy of this game and you can actually rip stuff though, because then you can just burn whatever you want from your PC to a CD, then rip that to your Xbox, and then load that into MTV Music Generator 3. Even better if you've got the like the Microsoft Music Pack or whatever that thing is called that we saw a tutorial that we saw a trailer for the other day. Like, because I think with that, you could direct transfer audio from PC to Xbox. I don't even think you would have to burn to CD. And then you could just use your OG Xbox as like a serious music production tool. Not super serious, but more serious than one would expect. Create your own melodies to use in a track. These samples can be used in the same way as drum beats from the beatbox. I don't think I've been in here. Go to the melody screen. Is this gonna like... This is the melody screen. Place notes in a grid to define... Yeah, we've got like a piano roll. Look at this. This is actually quite a lot. You only get these 4 bars, though. I can't change it from Blipsky. I also don't know how to exit the tutorial at this point. I guess I click generate. This will generate a new melody. Your current melody will be lost. Sure. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait, why did it press the start button to play the melody? It will continue to loop forever. Huh. Wait, so if I do buttons on the left allow you to select stuff, just get me out of the tutorial, honestly. I want to try something, because if I hit generate and it just, like, generated, is that how it works? We go into melody, and I just hit generate. This will generate a new melody. Wow, that's... This is what it generated. Amazing. But is it just, like, Yeah. I think it is, like... I don't know if there's, like, a number of predefined ones that it's just picking at it from at random, or if it's actually, like, generating these through some kind of process. What have we got access to? Mids? I see. So if we go sample base, do I have that now? Now if we go back to studio, can I like place that? Yeah. All right. I I think making anything of value in this would be incredibly hard. It's doable. It's doable. They're giving you all the tools to make essentially literally anything, but interesting. Yeah, I've seen it before. I've seen YouTube videos of people who made stuff in this, and yeah, that's it didn't come out too good, I feel like. But theoretically, if you were really like heavily dedicated to your craft, this interface with the controller and everything kind of makes it like I don't know, it's kind of the same thing to me as like you guys know the PS4 game Dreams? It's like, Media Molecule, the Little Big Planet people, and they made a game called Dreams, which is like essentially this but for making games, and it's like in Dreams you could make essentially anything. The tools are incredibly complex and detailed. And there's like it's like 3D modeling software, music production software, full programming shit, like all from a PS4 controller. And my take on that is the same as my take on this, which is yeah, exactly. If you were so dedicated to your craft to use these tools that suck, then you would just be like, wait a minute, I'm just gonna go download something, like I'm just gonna use real tools on PC? Like if you're really so into it that you're like, I'm gonna make an actual real song using an Xbox controller, then you're also into it enough to just use normal PC software. Just leave this like this, though that no, hang on. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I wish I had access to Ripper, dude. Ripper would make this fun, because then we could mess with NYC Underground Party Volume 3. I don't feel anything in my bones, unfortunately. I've never had any ability to make any music at all. It just doesn't work. It really just doesn't work for me. That's about all I got. Made my 6-second thing. Like, I wonder, so the author of this, so these are the defaults up here. And then we start getting down into, like, where this one, the author is Dan. So these are all, so this is like a, I'm gonna load this over my own track, that doesn't matter. We'll see what Dan did. How did Dan remix stuff? Clearly Dan is way better than me at this. This is apparently a Sean Paul song. Oh, there it is. Does it continue past beat 21? Does it keep going? It does keep going. This is a very strange choice, but still better than anything I could ever do. I think that's, like, if we look at it, where are those? The other Get Busy ones, this one is Blast Mix, whatever that means.
Don't sweat it, don't get agitated, girl, go take car. Anything you want, you know you must get it. From your name I mentioned,
this is also weird.
Don't get agitated, girl, go take car. Anything you want, you know you must get it. From your name I mentioned, don't ease the tension, girl, run the program, just go and fit it. Yo, have a good time, girl, free up on the mind, cause nobody can hit the man, won't let it. Cause you are the number one, girl, wave your hand, make them see the wedding band, yo. Sexy ladies want power with us, inna the car with us, them not war with us. Inna the club, them want flex with us, to get next to us, them not vex with us. From the day my bond tight, time my flame, girl, I call my name, and it is my fame. It's all good, girl, turn me on, till I earn them on, let's get it on, let's get it on, till I earn them on, girl, it's all good, just turn me on, come on, get busy, just shake that booty non-stop, when the beat drop, just keep swinging it, get jiggy, get drunk, up, percolate, anything you want.
Alright. Playlist. I don't think I've been in here. Playlist. So we can then, you can then take your remixes and make a playlist out of them. So we can do like an all Get Busy playlist. Except it takes, you have to like load every track or something, so it takes forever. We do this. Oop. Performa. Play mode shuffle, repeat mode on. So we get like a music visualizer.
Get busy, just shake that booty non-stop.
Yes.
When the beat drop, just get
So what this
swinging
is
it,
when
get
you've got
jiggy,
your,
get crunked up,
when you're like
percolate,
hosting a
anything you
house
want,
party or
forgot it,
something,
if I don't take pity, want to see
you
you
just
get live
put
with
this
the
on the
rhythm, it's a
TV.
ride, and my lyrics are provide electricity.
And then the Xbox has got the music of all your remixes.
Yo, sexy ladies want power with us, inna the car with us, them not war with us. Inna the club, them want flex with us, to get next to us, them not vex with us. From the day my bond tight, night my flame, girl I call my name, and it is my fame. It's all good, girl, turn me on, till I earn them on, let's get it on.
Exactly.
Till I earn them on, girl, it's all good, just turn me
Oh my god, it's that one XP screensaver. The pipes one. This is like a gumdrops visualizer.
Don't get agitated, girl, go and rotate, car anything you want, you know you must get it. From your name I mention, don't ease the tension, girl, run the program, just go and fit it. Yo, have a good time, girl, free up.
I feel like this would have been a fun job. The guy who programs the visualizers. Oh, you can press A to just force cycle them. Oh my god, look at this thing. Oh, we can see it from different angles or something. I'm pressing X and it's like doing this. Okay, you press X to change certain settings on the visualizer. I kind of like this one the best, I think. I like the, like, lily pad looking things. This one doesn't do much. This one doesn't do anything. How do I get out of here? Okay. If you press start, it gets out of there. That's like... So they... Because it doesn't... You know, like, the playlist cannot play actual songs from custom soundtracks on your Xbox. It can only play songs that have been loaded in to MTV Music Generator 3 in its, like, tracker format. You know, honestly, saying that out loud got me curious. Does this... Hang on, I think I still have the files. Yeah. No. Damn. The game is just one whole gigabyte archive file. Because I was gonna say, I wonder if they're using, like, a standard tracker format that you could, like, load in OpenMPT or something, but it's not on the disk in an easily accessible way. Like, you would have to, like, for the playlist feature to get any use, you would have to make a number of good remixes. And, like, you couldn't just, like, you could maybe theoretically use Ripper to create just, like, a 4-minute long sample of a song, and then just plop that sample down in the tracker and save it, but I feel like the game wouldn't let you do that for, like, memory reasons, you know? So you would have to somehow, like, you couldn't, like, getting... It really basically is, like, just remixes and original things you've created in MTV Music Generator 3 that you could then put into the playlist. Ripper only lets you copy 8 seconds. Yeah, like, figures. You could copy an entire song 8 seconds at a time. You could maybe do that. And then you'd be able to get songs into the MTV Music Generator, like, just to put them on this playlist, just so that you can listen to real music with the visualizer. If I turn that off, I assume that's... just gonna give me, like, a black screen. Yeah, it just does this. That's kind of interesting, I guess. Like, I don't... It's kind of an interesting feature, but I don't see anyone ever using it, ever. You'd have to create so many remixes. And this doesn't... I mean, I guess if you want the real songs, you have to go through Remixer. And then from here into Studio. And then you've got all the stuff loaded into the tracker. You can't, like, scroll. While it's playing. Huh. Damn, this song is using every track. Oh my god, I just realized it scrolls down. Never mind, they're not using every track. 24 tracks you've got up to. That's, wow. I'm not sure what to make of that. How long is this? It just keeps going. It's like a 4.5 minute long song for MTV Music Generator 3. To be honest with you, I have no idea what to do with this. If you couldn't tell, to be honest with you, I have absolutely no idea what to do with this. I'm incapable of actually generating music. I kind of just wanted to check this out and see what was going on with MTV Music Generator 3. Yeah, there's really no game to it, which I wasn't expecting there to be a game to it, but there is really no game to it. It is literally just like, here is some very cumbersome music software on your Xbox. I don't know if I could, like I would love to take that song and then swap in the Sean Paul vocals. But I don't think it's possible, like, cause like, if we go into Studio, right, continue, and we go into, not channel, we go into sample base. I don't know how I can load in my samples from like a different game, you know? Yeah, apparently there's, I think it's two that are on PS1, right? Yeah, Music and Music 2000 are both on PS1. So someday you too can mess with a Sean Paul song. They're currently not on the pip list. Damn, man. Well, they're kind of not games. Yo, what's up, Ketchup? Happy New Year. They're kind of not games. But, like, yeah, I don't think I can... Like, maybe if we go vocals... Like, this is...
Listen to me.
These are all sort of, like, attached to...
Oh, no.
Alright, these are all, like, attached to, whatever this project is. If you think of it as, like, a project file, I think these samples are attached to this, and I don't think there's... it just doesn't seem like there's a way to move samples from one project to another. Where like if I load the Sean Paul Get Busy or whatever that song is called, if I like I can't get samples off that and move them here. So I can't have Snoop Dogg rapping on top of some other song or anything like that. I would have to go through Ripper to make things like that happen, which would, first of all, just isn't working, but secondly would be a big pain in the ass. Wait, what is Lightspan for? I've never heard of that. Lightspan PS1. Apparently there's an Angry Video Game Nerd episode about this. That's a bad sign. Lightspan was an educational company that released like-minded games on PlayStation and PC. Oh my god, there's so many of them. There are currently 122 known release titles in the Lightspan catalog. Ugh. Probably not all on PlayStation, but oh man. Oh man. But, to be honest with you, I think I'm gonna call it here for MTV Music Generator 3. I can't even begin to attempt to actually, like, make a song in this. We've seen the features. We know what it does. I don't know. I just had to check it. I just had to check it out. G. It doesn't get the second G because it's not a game. And I would like to play Toe Jam and Earl 3 as well, it's true. I really want to play Toe Jam and Earl 3. It only got the G for game? Well, wait, but it's not a game either. So it just gets no Gs. I think it deserves no Gs. Yeah, it just gets like an underscore. Anyway, let's wrap this thing up, I guess. That was MTV Music Generator 3. This is the remix. No sewer level or any level of any kind or any theming of any kind in this one. Messed around with it for like an hour, which seems about appropriate for something like this. I gotta say, I am impressed by the number of features. Like, theoretically, you could make real music on this. It would just be a terrible experience. Like, theoretically, you could. You know, they've got the waveform editor. You can load in samples through the Ripper. You know, it's got a proper sequencer. You could kind of do it. It just seems like the interface is very cumbersome. Like, it would be such a pain in the ass that the whole time you would be asking yourself why you didn't just, like, pirate FL Studio or something. I don't even know what the software would have been in the early 2000s that you would be pirating. Pro Tools? I don't know. But, like, it just... Aside from that, it's not really a game, and I don't have any kind of ability to make music. I have, like, zero... I have legitimately, like, zero talent. You can just end the sentence there, but especially, like, less than zero in the world of creating music from scratch. So, like, I got nothing there. So, for me, I can't even really... There's, like, nothing here, really, for me to even interact with. It's kind of interesting that it exists. You know, it looks like the Jester Interactive people sort of... I don't know, I would be more interested. Apparently they made one of these for Game Boy Color, and that would just be like a chiptune producer. That actually sounds kind of sick. That actually sounds kind of sick, just like a chiptune tracker on Game Boy Color that I guess is real and they sold it. at the time in like the year 2000 or something. But I don't know. I am gonna give this a 1, to be honest with you, because anyone who could make music in this would rather make music in PC software. And like, if you're not making music in it, then it has no value. And it's just kind of like, well, there you go then. I don't know. The GBA version has 600 samples, including My Name Is by Eminem. Man, that's interesting. I didn't know that Game Boy Color could play samples. What are the samples on the GBC version? They must sound awful. Like it... I'll admit I haven't played tons of Game Boy Color games, but the ones that I have definitely don't have any samples in them.